While the G20 summit was going on in Indonesia, Russia decided to strafe Kyiv like there is no tomorrow. Russia fired almost 100 missiles on Ukraine in order to press the nation to sign a peace accord with the Kremlin. However, Ukraine was not the only nation that Russian missiles targeted in these attacks. For the very first time on Tuesday, Russian missiles also entered a NATO country, Poland. The missile attack killed at least 2 people in a Polish village near the Ukraine border. As soon as the attack was discovered, the Polish government set the alarm bells ringing. The Polish Prime Minister called for an emergency meeting with national security ministers and defense ministers. Now, there arises two significant questions. First, why exactly Russia attacked Poland, a NATO country? And second, will Russia's attack trigger NATO's Article 5, that is, Collective Defense Treaty? Initial reports suggest that the attack was not deliberate, but the missile was fired mistakenly. The missile that hit Poland was actually bound for Ukraine. Russia has so far not commented on the crisis. Poland, unlike Ukraine, is a NATO member, meaning that an attack on the country would theoretically trigger Article 5 and prompt a full military response from the alliance. So, will Article 5 be invoked by Poland? The answer is highly unlikely. US President Joe Biden and most European nations have already said that they don't wish to get directly involved in the war. Moreover, for Article 5 to be invoked, the NATO countries need to consider the Russian missile accident as an attack. Now, a very important thing that caught my attention is, despite being so close to a war-torn Ukraine, Poland has not activated its missile defense system. If the missiles were actually fired from the Russian side, the Polish air defense regime must have shot them down, but nothing of that sort happened. Now, in case should NATO decide to invoke Article 5 concerning collective defense, this can very well trigger World War III. In this war, European nations like Moldova, Poland, Ukraine, and US will be on one side and Russia on the other. In any scenario, big nations like Germany and France will choose to wait and watch. It must be noted that before Poland, Russian missiles have also caused damage in Moldova during missile strikes on Ukraine. On October 31st, a Russian missile was fired at Ukraine. When Ukraine's air defense forces intercepted it and shot it down, fragments fell in a small village in Moldova. In this case, no one was injured. So leave your comment in the comment box. What do you think? Is World War III brewing in Europe?
India's World, telling the right side of the story.